Hi there, and thank you for joining me for today's session. I'm Andrew, your friendly local neighborhood marketing automation geek. Okay, today we're going to be talking about triggers. Now, triggers are the first half of an if this then that statement. So, conditional logic. With conditional logic, you will have a trigger that fires something, and then you will have a response to that trigger. You might call them triggers and actions. You might call them triggers and responses. But they are all constructed within Kulea within our journey planner. So if I go to automation journey, and I'm going to go to trigger explainer. So you can see here it says this journey will be triggered when a contact does something. And it's that something that we're going to be talking about today. So let's say if somebody subscribes, right? Well, that is a trigger. It's that simple. So that's the if this. So if the user subscribes, then that second half of our conditional statement, I'm going to put a that in there for now. Let's just send them an email. Keep it nice and simple. Okay, so if user subscribes, send them an email. Now, that's a very, very simple use case. So let's see what else we can do with those triggers while we've got one open. So we might say, okay, if somebody subscribes or they visit a web page or visit a landing page, visits any landing page. There we go. So we've now kind of cast that trigger a little bit wider by adding or value. So if they do either of these things, we're now going to send them an email. Simple stuff. We're going to remove that or. We're going to change it to an and now. So an and is a way of adding a filter condition. So let's say they've subscribed and we only want to send this email if let's say if they're a director, so if they have director and job title. Well, that's about easy enough. So we've subscribed and let's put job title contains director. Brilliant. Only then will they receive this email. And you can use my filters if you've got saved filters in there, or you can actually even save a filter that you got. So that's kind of standard my filter functionality in there that you'll recognise because we use that throughout the site. Okay, so we've now got a journey being built specifically for people that sign up to our newsletter that are directors. If they subscribe to this journey and they are not a director, they will not be entered into this journey. They won't even go onto this journey. Yeah. So if they come back in a week's time and then resubscribe to something, and they've got a promotion in that time being, who knows? Only then will they then be entered into this journey. Okay. So that is how a trigger is created. But just bear in mind that a trigger can be dropped in at any point in time into a journey. So, for example, let's grab another if. So we talked about this being an if this then that statement. Well, here's another if, another trigger. So in this case, subscribed, job title contains yes, we're going to send them an email. Now we've got another if here, and this if again is going to be up to a specific date. Let's give it up to n days. Actually, let's give it up to n working days. So this, because it's not the initial trigger, you can apply time constraints and time conditions to it. So let's give them up to 2 working days, contact 2. And this list is exactly the same as you would have seen at the top. So we're going to give them up to 2 working days to open our emails. So open a specific email, the email we have sent. There we go. So we've got a trigger if condition, then we've got a conditional if condition. And just let's have a quick look at these. So we can see here that you can just wait, which means essentially wait forever for them to open that email in this case. Wait up to a specific date for them to open the email. That comes in really handy if you've got, for example, an event happening. If they haven't opened your email, haven't responded to your email within X number of days, of that event, then you can send them a follow-up email. Wait up to n days, just wait 1, 2, 3 days. Wait up to n working days, fantastic. So you're only going to be following up on a working day. You can configure your working days within the user settings and the wait up to the following. So you might say wait up to the following Monday, for example, at, let's put it in at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. There we go. So I'm going to wait up to the following Monday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon for them to open this email. If they do open that email, fantastic. Well, I'll put in a quick wait. and I'm going to send them a thank you. And there we go. But if after that time has passed, so let's say it's got all the way up to Monday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and they still haven't opened the email, well, I might want to then do something else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an else branch. So, okay, what else do I want to do if I haven't done this? And I'm going to send them a different email. I'm actually going to send them email HS2. There we go. Okay, and there we've created a very, very simple journey there with one trigger condition, and then one if condition with a time constraint. And that is how triggers work. Really, really powerful. Huge amount of variance in what you can be doing with these. You can be using them to apply lead score. You can be using them to respond to activity. You can be using them to update CRMs and create those virtual paths for your clients and contacts to follow. Hope that helps. If you've got any questions, as always, give us a shout. Look forward to hearing from you. Thanks and bye for now.